Archangel Michael says, "Heaven's gates have swung wide open because something beyond your wildest imagination is unfolding right now. A powerful truth has been revealed in this very moment. An extraordinary and divine inheritance is pursuing you. A prestigious and wealthy family is urgently searching for you because you are the rightful heir, chosen not just by blood, but by the hand of God Himself. But if your heart does not open today, if you hesitate even for a moment, this sacred door could slip shut and vanish like mist. You were not meant to miss this divine call. You were meant to receive. To begin this journey of faith, I ask you, comment Amen right now if you receive this with all your spirit. Do not doubt. Do not delay. What has been declared over your life is not ordinary. You see, this is not just about earthly riches, though they are part of what's been aligned. This is about an inheritance crafted by the Creator of all things, a blessing that carries both spiritual authority and physical manifestation. A heavenly billionaire family, ordained, influential, God-fearing, has been stirred by the Spirit to look for someone with a pure heart, someone divinely marked. And that someone is you. But the key to receiving this rests not in fear, but in faith. Heaven has been whispering your name through dreams, signs, feelings, and divine nudges. You felt it, haven't you? A pull in your chest, a burning in your spirit. That wasn't imagination. That was heaven making sure you didn't miss the sound of destiny knocking. The delay was never denial. The silence was never rejection. It was preparation. God has been guarding your inheritance until your spirit matured to hold it with grace and humility. If you believe something holy is trying to reach you today, comment 1111 to mark this moment of divine alignment. Let me tell you this truth: the enemy tried hard to blind you to this moment. That's why you've faced so much loss. That's why people walked away, doors shut, finances dried up, and peace was stolen. It wasn't punishment, it was protection. The enemy saw what was coming and tried to snatch the scroll of your destiny from your hands. But God sent me, Archangel Michael, with flaming sword and heavenly authority, to stand guard beside you. You've been protected from things you didn't even know were aimed at your soul. Listen closely. The inheritance you are about to receive is not just gold and silver. It's restoration. It's elevation. It's recognition. It's healing. It's the kind of wealth that touches the spirit, mind, and body. The kind that aligns with God's plan. And no one can stop it, not even the gates of hell. But this promise has a time stamp. And heaven says, today is the appointed time. If you trust that the hand of God is guiding this moment, comment 222 to declare your trust boldly. God has sent angels into motion. Documents are being written. Voices are whispering your name in rooms you've never walked into. Faces are turning toward you, hearts are opening for you. But you must step forward in full belief. This is not the hour to waver. The reason the breakthrough hasn't arrived earlier is because the oil on your life had to be preserved until now. When your heart was ripe, your posture was humble, and your hands ready to receive without pride. Do not let weariness convince you this is not for you. You are not forgotten. Heaven is not silent. The time of hiding is over. God is revealing you. The place you were rejected from will now extend the olive branch. The rooms that ignored you will now honor you. The lineage that once overlooked your value will now be awakened to your name. And yes, you are chosen. Let your spirit awaken to this. You are not just a recipient of a human inheritance, you are an heir of the kingdom. You carry the light of the Lamb within you. And when God favors someone, no man, no force, no failure, no past mistake can stand in the way. You are not here by accident. You're reading this because the windows of heaven are open over your name, and I, Michael, have been sent to break the chains of delay over your life. Let me speak plainly. You will walk into new rooms where your presence alone will bring shifts. You will speak words that will break generational curses. Your footsteps will become answers to others' prayers. And when you rise, because you will, the glory will not just be yours, but God's. For He is the one who lifts from the ashes, who anoints the overlooked, and who blesses the barren season with fruit in due time. Before we go deeper into what God is releasing into your life, I ask you, if you feel something stirring inside you right now, if tears are close, or your heart is beating differently, then please take a moment to like this video. Not for me, but as a faith move. As a simple act of agreement with what heaven is declaring over you. You see, this isn't just spiritual. It's prophetic. There are billionaires who don't know why they're restless. They're feeling led to open their arms and bless someone, but they don't know it's you yet. God is guiding them toward your light, toward your heart. And when the divine connection happens, your life will shift so quickly, you'll weep from the overwhelming grace. But that's not all. The Lord is not just giving you wealth. He is giving you wisdom to carry it. He's giving you discernment to protect it. He's giving you humility so the riches don't blind you. And He's giving you peace, so your soul is never burdened again. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You must understand this season is sacred. It's not like the ones before. This is the reaping season. The revealing season. The reward season. And no matter how many times you've cried in the dark, God counted each tear and said, "My child will not weep forever." That time has passed. Joy is coming. Honor is arriving. Inheritance is awakening. So lift your head. Square your shoulders. Let faith rise in your chest like fire. Because your name is written in rooms you haven't entered yet, and the door is opening today, not tomorrow, not someday, today. Comment 333 if you believe God is sending something massive into your life today. You were created for such a time as this. Your birth wasn't a mistake. Your pain wasn't wasted. Your story is now becoming your strength. Your scars are turning into signatures of survival. And your faith? It's becoming the bridge to the greatest outpouring you've ever seen. You are not ordinary. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are the heir heaven has been preparing. And your time has finally come. Now breathe. Receive. Believe. For what is coming next will shake the very ground you stand on, and you will know that this was never a coincidence. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven's voice is louder now than ever before, because your time has arrived." The waiting, the wandering, the weariness, it's all coming to a divine close. The reason this moment feels different is because it is different. You are standing at the edge of a breakthrough so holy, so magnificent, that even the angels have bowed to witness what God is preparing to hand you. The wealthy family that's been stirred awake is not just acting on a whim. They are responding to a divine push from the throne room of the Most High. If your heart feels this truth touching your spirit, comment 555 now as a sign that you are ready to receive heaven's best for you. Let me tell you, child of the Most High, the power of this inheritance is not just about the material, it's about the spiritual covenant tied to it. There are ancient prayers from your lineage, deep groans from generations before you, crying out for a blessing, a shift, a miracle. And now, you, yes, you, have been chosen as the vessel through which those prayers will be answered. You are the fulfillment of promises that your ancestors didn't even live long enough to see. You are the answer to a lineage of longing. Do you realize how precious you are to the Father? Every setback, every heartbreak, every betrayal was counted and stored in His remembrance. Not one of them has been wasted. They were part of the divine blueprint that shaped you into someone capable of carrying something as mighty as this. Because what's being handed to you now is not just an earthly reward, it is a spiritual mantle of favor, influence, and restoration. The reason you've been attacked so heavily in recent seasons is because the enemy caught a glimpse of your crown. He saw the inheritance and trembled. That's why you were hit where it hurt most. That's why you've questioned your worth, your future, your identity. But hear this from the warrior of heaven: what the enemy tried to steal, heaven is restoring sevenfold. What was stolen will return pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing with power. If you believe your stolen years are about to be repaid, comment 1212 to declare it with boldness. Your name is echoing in places of affluence and grace. People you've never met are being stirred to help you. They don't know why they keep thinking of someone they haven't met. They don't know why they feel compelled to give, to call, to bless. But God knows. Because God has placed your name on the scroll of favor, and He's assigned angels, myself included, to go ahead of you and prepare the hearts of those who will bless you. You are not chasing the blessing. The blessing is chasing you. I know you've felt overlooked. I know it's hard to believe something this good is real. But remember, God's ways are not man's ways. He chooses the rejected. He uplifts the forgotten. He crowns the lowly. The billionaire family isn't just giving, they're recognizing the divine seal on your life. They're being spiritually nudged to honor something sacred within you that even you may have forgotten was there. This is not coincidence. This is covenant. If you trust that God is sending someone into your life to shift your reality, comment 777 and feel the atmosphere shift around you. You're stepping into a divine intersection where heaven meets earth. Miracles are unfolding in real time. Right now, even as you breathe, conversations are being had behind doors you cannot see. Paperwork is being processed. Bank transfers, real estate, ownership, legacy, your name is being written across places that once felt impossible. You may not see it, but trust that the spirit realm is already arranging what your hands will soon touch. This wealth is not meant to corrupt, it is meant to free. It is meant to lift. It is meant to restore communities, heal families, build legacies, fund visions, and glorify the name of the Lord. And you, yes, you, will be entrusted with it because God knows your heart. He knows you will not idolize the gold. You will honor the God behind it. So stand tall. Walk in the confidence of the anointed. You are not a beggar. You are not broken. You are not the leftover. You are the first in line for a blessing so divine, heaven is roaring in celebration. I have seen the scrolls. I have heard the proclamations. And I, Michael, have been dispatched to clear the way, to speak to your spirit, and to remind you, you are the heir they've been searching for. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch, and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Do not let your doubts speak louder than God's promise. Do not let delay convince you the inheritance is no longer yours. It has always been yours. It was simply waiting for the right moment, this moment, when your spirit would be strong enough to carry the weight of glory that comes with it. Archangel Michael says, your name has been etched into heaven's divine registry, and nothing, not fear, not time, not even your past, can erase it. The King of Glory has called you out by name, not to shame you, not to punish you, but to reveal that everything you thought was forgotten has been preserved in heaven's vaults. You are the heir. And those who have been assigned to bless you are already being drawn by the voice of God, even if they don't understand why. Their hearts are moving toward your light, their steps are being ordered toward your door. If your spirit is stirring as you hear these words, comment 999 now and let heaven know you are still believing. Child of God, you must understand this. There is no such thing as random in the kingdom. You didn't arrive here by accident. This was orchestrated long ago in the heavenly realms. Long before you cried your first tear, God wrote your name into the lineage of favor. But the path to this inheritance had to be walked in trust. That's why the road has been long. That's why people didn't understand you. That's why doors slammed in your face, because they weren't your doors. They were distractions, not destinations. And now, the right door is opening. And it has your name carved into its frame. There is a sacred responsibility resting upon you now. This blessing you're about to receive, it will carry weight. But don't be afraid. Because what God gives, He also graces. He is not a God who hands out burdens and walks away. He is a Father who strengthens the shoulders of those He blesses. You will not be crushed by this abundance. You will be carried by it. Lifted by it. You will walk into rooms that require spiritual authority, and you'll speak with wisdom that doesn't come from books, but from the breath of God within you. If you believe you are being equipped by heaven right now, comment 1010 to seal this moment with faith. Let me speak to the doubt still lingering in your heart, the quiet voice asking, could this really be for me? Let me silence that voice with the truth of the Almighty. You were chosen when you were still in the womb. You were set apart when you had no voice to speak. And now, that promise is being fulfilled. There's no delay left. No detour needed. You are stepping directly into what was always yours. Your enemies will watch in stunned silence. Not because you boast, but because God will boast through you. The very ones who ridiculed your dreams, who scoffed at your hope, who walked away when you had nothing, will have to witness your elevation. And it will not be vengeance, but vindication. Because this isn't about proving them wrong, it's about proving God faithful. Do you feel that heat rising in your spirit? That's the fire of heaven rekindling the embers you thought had died out. That's God saying, I am not finished with you. That's the sound of destiny cracking open the vaults of heaven. The angels have gathered. I have drawn my sword. And nothing shall come against what has been decreed for you in this hour. If your heart is overwhelmed by the weight of this promise, comment 1515 to affirm that you still believe in miracles. You've been faithful in little. You've prayed through storms. You've loved when it was painful. You've given when you had almost nothing. And heaven has not forgotten. Now God is saying, because you were faithful when no one saw, I am about to bless you where everyone can see. This is your Esther moment. Your Joseph moment. Your David moment. You are rising, not because of luck, not because of chance, but because of favor. Heaven's economy does not run on statistics. It runs on obedience. And your obedience has echoed louder than your tears. That is why this blessing is yours. You're not buying it with perfection, you're receiving it through faith. Your flaws didn't disqualify you. They made your testimony richer. Your brokenness didn't block you, it humbled you. And now, God is exalting the humble in due time. There is someone right now being spoken to in dreams, someone who holds keys to your next chapter. They are being awakened with urgency. They don't know your name yet, but they will. And when they do, they will know that you were chosen. That you were marked. That you are the answer they were assigned to find. Your divine inheritance is not lost. It is near. And you, beloved, must now decide to walk in the authority of the Heir. The enemy is panicking. Darkness is trembling. Because the light in you cannot be hidden any longer. The blessing that has chased generations is now landing at your feet. And you will not fumble this. You will not doubt this. You will receive. Because God is standing behind you, angels beside you, and glory ahead of you. Archangel Michael says, "The vaults of heaven are open, and what was once delayed has now been divinely released. I have come to speak this to your soul. You are not invisible to God. You are not forgotten in the shuffle of life. Right now, in this very hour, your name is vibrating through realms you cannot yet see. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed, a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is movement in the spirit, and angels are being dispatched to touch every piece of your destiny. A billionaire family is still searching, because you are still the heir. The inheritance has not been passed on to another. It is still yours. If you feel this word burning in your chest, comment 1717 now and receive it boldly in your spirit. You must understand something sacred, beloved. This inheritance isn't just a chance encounter, it's a divine appointment. God has appointed this moment. He didn't ask for permission. He didn't need validation. He simply chose you. And what heaven has chosen, the world cannot unchoose. You may not have the bloodline they expected, but you have the anointing God gave. You may not have the name they were thinking of, but your name was whispered by angels into their hearts. That is why they're searching. That is why the wealth is turning toward you. There is no accident here. Somewhere right now, someone is waking up in the middle of the night with a burden they don't understand. They feel led to bless. They feel compelled to give. They feel the pull of obedience, because God has planted your image into their soul. They don't know why they can't forget you. But heaven knows. Because this is what divine appointment looks like. And God is not done. No, He's just beginning. If you believe the blessing is already walking toward you, comment Amen and let the angels witness your faith in action. The Father has seen how you kept giving even when your hands were empty. He saw how you clung to hope when your heart was shattering. He saw you worship when no one else clapped. And now He says, enough. Enough of the lack. Enough of the sorrow. Enough of the struggle. Heaven is responding. not in theory, not in some far-off dream, but now. I tell you this as the archangel of warfare and truth. The war you have faced was never about who you are today. It was always about who you were becoming. The enemy targeted you because he saw your future. He saw the throne heaven was preparing. He saw the oil dripping from your soul. He saw the divine contracts with your name. He saw the wealth, the influence, the favor. And he feared what would happen if you ever believed who you truly are. And now, you are believing. And now, he's retreating. And now, God is releasing. If you believe the enemy's grip is breaking off your life right now, comment 222 to confirm your faith. I feel your hesitation, child of God. I feel your heart saying, but I'm not ready. I'm not worthy. And I say to you now, God never asked for your perfection. He only asked for your surrender. You don't have to be perfect to be chosen. You only have to be willing. God chose Moses even when he stuttered. He chose David while he was still a shepherd. He chose Mary while she was still unseen. And now, he's chosen you, not after you're perfect, but before you knew how much purpose was written inside your name. There are mantles being placed on you now. Authority is falling upon your shoulders. You've been asking for change, and heaven is answering in full. Not just with a shift, but with a downpour. A deluge of miracles. A waterfall of favor. The kind that makes the world stop and stare, not because of who you are, but because of what God has done through you. And this isn't just for show. It's for stewardship. You are going to use this wealth to restore. You're going to heal homes. Feed the hungry. Build what was once broken. You will become a light in places that knew only darkness. The blessing is not coming to you. It is coming through you. Do you feel the shift? Heaven is not just giving you things. It's giving you responsibility. It's giving you vision. It's giving you territory. And you are ready. The clock of the Spirit has struck its hour. And the divine alarms have gone off in the minds of those who are called to find you. Some will come as friends. Some will come as mentors. Some will come holding keys. And each of them is part of the sacred puzzle. Each of them is part of the unveiling. And none of them will be late, because heaven is never late. The inheritance is being prepared as you breathe. It will not be lost. It will not be handed to another. Because it was never meant for anyone else. Archangel Michael says, the scroll of your life has reached the part where glory unfolds. You've walked through the valley. You've sat in silence. You've battled storms with nothing but a whisper of hope. And now the heavens are thundering your name. What was once hidden is being revealed. The wealthy family heaven assigned to find you? Their hearts have been stirred. They are now divinely restless, because the one they are meant to honor, you, has been seen by God, chosen, sealed, and revealed. You are the heir. This is not folklore. This is faith come alive. If you feel something supernatural tugging at your spirit right now, comment 333 and let your faith touch heaven's throne. Child of promise, I see what you've endured. The sleepless nights. The silent prayers. The long days of wondering, when will it be my turn? And now I bring you this holy assurance, it is your turn. What you didn't see coming is already on its way. What you were afraid to hope for is about to knock. This is not a test. It's a divine appointment. And heaven is commanding that everything meant for you begins to move swiftly and without resistance. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Your name is being mentioned with reverence. Not just in human circles, but in divine ones. In the courts of heaven, your obedience has built a fragrance too rich to ignore. You've stood in faith when it was hardest. You held on when others let go. And now, the reward is being activated. Not in bits and pieces, but in overflowing fullness. If you believe the reward is coming in full, not half, comment 1111 as a bold declaration. You see, God never forgets. He doesn't misplace His promises. He doesn't retract what He's declared. What He said about you in the beginning is still true now. The delay was not denial, it was design. You had to become the person who could handle the blessing without letting it become a burden. You had to walk through loss so you'd recognize real value when it arrived. You had to feel empty so God could fill you with what no man could give. And now you're ready. Let me say it again, you're not waiting anymore. You're walking in. The angelic realm has been busy preparing the path ahead. Contracts in the Spirit are being sealed. Agreements written in divine ink are now being released into time. These are not small blessings. They are generational blessings. They will stretch beyond your lifetime. Your children will eat from what is being planted now. Their children will walk in lands you paved by prayer. This is not fantasy. This is your future. If you receive that your lineage will be blessed through you, comment Amen and say it aloud where you are. Listen closely. Some doors were locked because God needed your absence to make room for your arrival. Some people left not to punish you, but to protect what's sacred inside you. This next chapter requires different surroundings. Different voices. God is rearranging everything to suit the weight of your blessing. You are not meant to live in average. You were not built for survival, you were formed for divine success. And yes, you may feel unqualified. You may feel too flawed. But grace qualifies what man discredits. God is not asking you to be perfect. He's asking you to trust Him. That's all He's ever asked. That you believe He's still the God who parts seas, who sends manna, who breaks chains, who opens wombs, who softens hearts, who raises the dead, who sees the rejected and calls them royalty. And beloved, He sees you. The family heaven is stirring on your behalf. They don't even know your story yet, but God is making your name sweet to their spirit. When they see you, they'll feel a divine connection. Not from this world, but from the Father. They'll recognize that you are not just someone to bless, you are someone to honor, to uplift, to embrace with open hands and open hearts. And when it happens, when the door swings open, and the blessing is placed in your hands, don't let fear make you shrink. Stand tall. This is not charity. It's destiny. If you believe God is preparing people to bless you with honor and love, comment 777 and feel the shift begin. You have nothing to fear. I, Michael, am still beside you. The sword of heaven is drawn. The winds of change are blowing in your favor. The favor surrounding you is not fragile, it's fortified. No force in hell can cancel it. No delay can void it. What has been anointed cannot be undone. So lift your head. Speak your faith. Prepare your table. Because the feast is being set in the presence of those who once doubted you. And this time, you won't just taste blessing, you will live in it. You won't borrow joy, you will carry it. You won't just pass through abundance, you will inherit it. Archangel Michael says, do not mistake the silence of your past seasons as the absence of God. Every quiet moment was a divine rehearsal. Every closed door was a redirection. Every loss, every tear, every delay was intricately allowed so that this exact moment, this very hour, could explode with purpose. I come now to declare what you already feel stirring within: the shift has begun. You are being elevated. You are being summoned. You are being sought after. Because a sacred inheritance, long held in heaven's vault, is being placed into your hands. If your soul receives this sacred elevation, comment 1212 and let the heavens mark your faith. The family searching for you does not know the full story yet, but God does. He has written your legacy with fire and favor. The path may have been muddy, but the purpose was never unclear. You were destined to carry something eternal. You were chosen not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. And now, because of who God is, your moment has come. You are not begging for favor. Favor is bowing before you. You were misunderstood, not because you were wrong, but because you were rare. You were rejected, not because you were weak, but because your spirit carried a truth too bright for unprepared hearts. The attacks you faced weren't punishment, they were prophecy in disguise. The devil knew you were an heir, so he tried to shatter your confidence before you could open the scroll. But what he failed to realize is this: broken vessels still carry sacred oil. And beloved, your oil is priceless. If you believe the enemy's attacks only proved how valuable you truly are, comment 1010 to affirm your rising. You don't owe anyone an explanation for why God is blessing you now. They didn't see your hidden obedience. They didn't hear your whispered prayers. They didn't wipe your tears in the midnight hour. Only God did. And because of that, He alone gets the glory. He alone lifts you. He alone says, "Now is the time." Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Let me tell you what I see from where I stand in the heavenly realms. There are documents bearing your name being touched by light. Property, partnerships, financial windfalls, resources, unexpected reconciliations, openings that seemed impossible, now made real by the breath of God. You are about to see doors swing wide not by effort, but by divine order. You are not climbing into this next chapter, you are being carried. If you can feel the Spirit confirming this within you, comment Amen with conviction. There's no more waiting. There's no more guessing. There's no more wondering if the prophecy was for someone else. It was always for you. You've been divinely set apart, hidden for a reason, and now revealed for a season. I see many of you have grown tired. Life wore you down. The vision felt too heavy. But even when you sat in stillness, even when you whispered, "God, I can't anymore," He never left your side. I stood with you in the quiet. The angels circled you when no one else did. Your breath continued not by strength, but by grace. And that grace is now being poured out as power. You will walk in rooms you only dreamed of. You will hear your name spoken in places you thought were out of reach. You will be embraced by hearts prepared for you. Not just people who give, but people who understand. People who recognize what's inside you. Because the inheritance isn't only material. It is spiritual. You are being covered in wisdom. Cloaked in peace. Flooded with clarity. And most of all, you are being seen. If you believe God is sending people who will truly see and honor your worth, comment 555 right now. You are not a mistake. You are not a delay. You are not the forgotten one. You are the torchbearer. You are the chain breaker. You are the legacy maker. What begins with you will not end with you. Your name will be whispered in gratitude by generations not yet born. And every piece of pain you endured will be turned into power. Every wound will become a well of wisdom. You are walking into harvest, not just for yourself, but for your bloodline. You're carrying restoration where there was ruin. You're bringing water to where your ancestors only found dust. You are fulfilling a promise that began before you were born. That is why the heavens celebrate. That is why I speak to you now, not to excite your emotions, but to awaken your destiny. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven has reached a verdict, and the decision is final. The case has been closed. The chains have been broken. The blessing has been released. What was once withheld from you has now been loosed with power and glory. You are not arriving late to this promise. You are stepping in right on time. Divine timing has never failed, and right now it is working in your favor. I've come to tell you this because the veil is being lifted and the full picture is being revealed. You are the rightful heir they've been searching for all along. If this resonates with your spirit, if your heart feels awakened, comment Amen as your seal of agreement with heaven. You see, the inheritance being released to you isn't just wealth, it's recognition. It's dignity. It's restoration of everything that was lost or stolen. You've wept in silence. You've endured battles no one saw. You walked through fire without understanding why God was allowing it. But now you'll understand. Now you'll see. That fire didn't come to destroy you, it came to forge you. To shape you into someone unshakable, unstoppable, unbreakable. You are the fire-tested child of the Most High. And now, because you didn't faint, you will reign. The family, yes, that very family of divine wealth and great influence, they've been awakened by God. They may not even understand fully why they feel the pull, but it's spiritual. Their hearts have been opened supernaturally to find you. You're not invisible. You're divinely highlighted. The hand of God has placed your identity in their spirit, and now all roads are converging toward your name. If you believe that divine recognition is headed your way, comment 999 to align yourself with this heavenly moment. This is the fulfillment of a heavenly prophecy. You were marked long ago. Before the foundations of the earth, God saw you. He destined you. He wrote every chapter of your story, and in this chapter, He's pouring out blessing, not because you earned it, but because He loves you that much. You may feel unworthy, but that's the power of grace. God lifts those who least expect it so the world knows, it was Him all along. So get ready. Because when this wave of favor reaches your shores, it won't come in ripples. It will come in floods. It will come in waves of peace, honor, opportunities, wealth, joy, and clarity. And it will not be temporary. This is a permanent shift. A new chapter written in golden ink by the finger of God. If you trust that this blessing will be lasting and not fleeting, comment 1111 and feel heaven echo your faith. Now listen carefully, child of God, your environment may try to convince you otherwise. Your past may try to whisper lies. But do not give in to fear. What God is doing is greater than your surroundings. What He's releasing is bigger than your memories. It does not matter how unqualified you feel. God qualifies the called. And you, beloved, have been called by name. You are no longer hidden. You are revealed. You are about to stand in rooms you once prayed to enter. You will be seated at tables you didn't even know existed. Your voice will carry power. Your name will be spoken with honor. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The shame of your past will not follow you into your future. It is being stripped away right now. This inheritance will clothe you in righteousness, favor, and unshakable peace. Do not try to figure it out with logic. This is not natural, it's supernatural. And supernatural things require supernatural faith. That's why you're here. That's why you're hearing this. Because your spirit is being pulled into agreement with what God has already declared. You are not striving for a blessing. You are standing in it. You've entered a divine moment that cannot be missed. This is not something to put off. You are being presented with an open window, and through it, heaven is pouring down miracles tailored just for you. They have your name, your calling, your assignment. You must open your heart fully to receive them. If you know you've stepped into a holy window of favor, comment 222 now, and let that be your statement of readiness. Let this be clear, this is not about money alone. It's about divine justice. It's about heaven repaying you for every wrong you endured. Every night you cried. Every moment you were overlooked. Every time you gave and got nothing back. God saw it. And now, He is answering. Not just for you, but for every generation that came before you and couldn't receive what you are about to walk into. The curses are broken. The doors are open. The way is clear. And I, Michael, am still walking beside you. My sword is drawn. My presence is strong. The battle for your inheritance has already been won in the Spirit. Now you must walk it out in faith. Not fear. Not doubt. But holy, unshakable confidence in the God who never fails. Archangel Michael says, the glory that is being poured into your life right now is not a result of luck, it is the fulfillment of a divine promise written in the heart of God long before you were born. You were not left behind. You were being reserved. Set apart. Hidden for such a time as this. The wealth that is coming into your life is not random, and the people who are searching for you are not confused. They are being divinely nudged by heaven's own hand, because you are the heir they've been waiting for. If your spirit confirms this within, if you feel something awakening in your soul, comment 777 and let that agreement rise like a signal to heaven. You've asked before, why do I feel unseen? And I tell you now, it's because God had to protect what was sacred. You were covered by invisibility not because you weren't worthy, but because you were too valuable to be exposed too soon. Had you been revealed before the appointed time, the enemy would have attacked prematurely, and your destiny might have been damaged. But now, the season of hiding is over. The Lord is lifting the veil. And what He's revealing is magnificent. The inheritance that's reaching for you now is more than silver or gold. It's identity. It's recognition. It's divine placement. The very thing you've prayed for in silence, acceptance, belonging, legacy, is now being fulfilled in the open. God is rewarding you not just materially, but spiritually. He is confirming that every sacrifice was seen. Every heartbreak was held. Every moment of obedience counted. And now, you will see what happens when heaven repays. If you believe that divine repayment is near, comment 555 and prepare your heart to receive without fear. Let me speak this clearly to your soul. The people searching for you may not even understand the full spiritual reason behind their urgency, but that doesn't matter. God is orchestrating every conversation, every encounter, every open door. It's all leading them to you. Not because of your status or your resume, but because of your calling. Because your spirit carries the light of the kingdom. And when they see you, they will know. They will know that you are the one who was missing. You don't have to perform. You don't have to pretend. You only have to walk boldly in who God made you to be. This moment isn't asking you to change who you are, it's revealing the value of who you've always been.